guys, welcome back to my channel. Today
I was really grumpy at the beginning of that. I was literally like this. It's gonna look really rude. Sorry.
Today I'm doing something a little bit different because I have Julia Bell with me.
Hello.
And I've done her makeup. We are actually in the middle of filming for the Superfox channel. So this is going to be on Superfox's channel, but we're going to be doing a talk through because Julia Bell specialises in politics and I know nothing about politics, although actually I know more than I thought.
Yeah.
You can pop over to Superfox when it goes up and see the full tutorial and us kind of chit-chatting about life and politics and makeup all in general. But on here I am going to be doing a quick voiceover of the makeup so that you guys don't miss out and you can see a bit more of a technical talk through of how I've achieved this beautiful bronze look on Julia.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely learned a lot about how I match my skin and also my eye colour, and I definitely think it's beneficial for people to see, for sure.
Yay! So yeah, if you want to see how to achieve this look, keep on watching. So as Julia has dry skin, everything we're going to do today is geared towards a drier skin type. The first thing I'm going to do is apply some Suvana Natural Pawpaw and Acai Balm. This is going onto her lips to hydrate them and they'll just start to soften as we do the makeup before we apply a lip product. Now, as I said, Julia has drier skin, so I'm going to use something that's quite moisturising. This is the Embryolisse Smooth Radiant Complexion Cream, ideal for drier skin types and mature skin. This intense moisturiser contains vitamin E, which is great for anti-aging. We also have hyaluronic acid in there, which is great at alleviating dry skin. There are also some other products that are great at stimulating collagen, reducing puffiness, fine lines and wrinkles, and it's just a great way to plump your skin before your makeup. Next I'm going in with another Embryolisse product. This is their Radiant Refreshing Eye Care Stick. Again, this is a great way to plump that skin underneath your eyes, ready for your makeup. I don't like to apply anything too moisturising or emollient underneath the eyes because this is going to affect the concealer. The next product I'm going to use is the BECCA First Light Priming Filter. I use this on all of my clients. It's great for colour correcting. It has a cool light technology for brightening lacklustre skin. Julia's skin is not lacklustre, but I love the hue it leaves on the skin, which really helps to kind of make the skin glow from underneath your foundation. I like that it can be worn alone, so if you're going to the gym and you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, you can just wear this on its own and your skin will have a luminescent finish to it. If you find you have a complexion that's kind of yellow and a bit sallow, the violet tones in this formula will help to colour correct the sallow yellowness to your skin. To the high points of Julia's face, I'm going to apply BECCA's Backlight Priming Filter. If you like a really dewy glow, you can apply this over the entire face. It contains crushed pearls and it's a gentle way to reflect light, especially underneath your foundation. I don't want anything too intense, so I'm just going over the high points of the face. I'm applying it with a brush and then tapping that in with my fingers. This is one of those great products you can apply when you want to wear a no makeup look. It doesn't give you coverage, but it does blur imperfections. The foundation I've chosen to use is the YSL Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow Foundation. This is a medium but buildable coverage. It's nice and hydrating and gives the skin a beautiful dewy glow. I'm only going to apply a light layer of this because I want the skin to still look really natural. We want something that's kind of bronzy and glowy but nothing over the top. I've mixed two shades together. Julia's quite pink in the face when she smiles and laughs a lot, but when she's relaxed the centre of her face is very neutral in tone, as is her body. So I'm going to take it lighter than the pinky shade that is underneath her skin, and then I'll use a cream bronzer to bronze up the circumference of her face so that her face matches her body, rather than using a dark foundation to get that bronzy appearance only for her face then not to match her body. I hope that makes sense. So I've applied the foundation with a duo fibre brush and then I'm just pressing it into the skin with a damp beauty blender. Even though it's a light coverage, you can see it's neutralised Julia's skin tone. I'm going in with my favourite cream bronzer, which is the Soleil Tan De Chanel, and I'm using my favourite IT Cosmetics fluffy brush to press that onto the skin. I'm using a stipple motion to dispense the colour around the hairline and onto the cheekbone, and then following that round onto the jaw. The reason I'm using a stipple motion is so that we don't disturb the foundation that we've already applied. It also prevents you having a streaky finish. Tapping up and down with your brush creates a really nice even finish to the cream. When you move on to the opposite side of your face, it all starts to really come together and you can start to see that the face takes on this beautiful healthy glow like you've been on holiday and that you've got a natural tan to your face. Don't forget that your neck is the one area that gets shielded from the sun, so it tends to be the lightest area of your body year round. So don't forget to run some bronzer down your neck. To keep Julia's skin looking fresh and hydrated, I'm going to use a cream blush. This one is the Nude Sticks All Over Face colour in the shade In the Nude. As it is a cream based product, I'm going to use a brush with synthetic hairs to apply this to the cheeks, that way it won't clump in the bristles. And I'm using light sweeping motions to add a flush to the cheeks. When Julia smiles, this is the apple of the cheek, so we're placing this on the back half of the apple of the cheek and pulling the colour upwards. And this is a great tip to make the skin look really youthful. To brighten underneath the eyes, I'm using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. This is really lightweight and it just adds a nice brightness underneath the eyes, but without looking white or too stark. For me, this one doesn't seem to crease, it doesn't enhance any fine lines or wrinkles, it just brightens underneath the eyes really well and it lasts all day. As it's a liquid, again I'm going to use a brush with synthetic bristles so that the product doesn't clump in the hair. When I've finished blending that in with a brush, I just tap over it with my beauty blender to make sure it's got a really seamless finish. Julia's already got amazing eyebrows. I just want to enhance them slightly using the MAC Shape and Shade brow pen. As you know, I'm a massive fan of this at the moment. I'm just using it to create a few more hairstroke marks in the areas that are slightly sparse. The shade I'm using is Taupe, but you can definitely use a slightly darker shade towards the tail of the brow if your colour is similar to Julia's, and that will create more of an ombre effect. But if you want something very natural like I'm doing, then just use a colour that is universal all the way across. If you look at the left and the right, you can see there is a very subtle change. It is very subtle, but it is just enough to make that difference. And I just extend the tail ever so slightly so it's a little bit more defined. To set the hairs in place, I'm using my Benefit Cosmetics Ready Set Brow Clear Brow Gel, which I always use because it is like hairspray for your eyebrows. If your eyebrows are practically non-existent, you can try the Benefit Give Me Brow that has small fibres in it and it enhances your natural hairs to make them look fuller and like you have more of them. To enhance the high planes of the face, I'm going to use this Touche Eclat Glow Shot, which is an intense strobing cream. This looks incredible on everybody, even if you've got skin texture, because it doesn't enhance the texture like a frosted highlight would. I'm using a synthetic brush to work that onto the high planes of the face. Using a fluffy brush helps to diffuse the cream and gives it a really soft finish. Moving on to the eyes, I'm sticking with the cream based products. I'm using a MAC paint pot in the shade Indian Wood. This is a metallic antique bronze shade, again going with that bronzy feel to the whole face. Using another synthetic brush, I'm buffing that over the entire eyelid and fading it up towards the brow bone. So once it reaches the socket line, it should be getting a lot softer, fading into nothing. My favourite brush for this is the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush, and I will link them in the description bar for you. On a smaller brush, I'm taking that underneath the bottom eyelashes and feathering the colour downwards. As I always say, make sure you connect that with the outer corner of the top lid. Next up, I'm going in with another paint pot by MAC. This one is called Constructivist. This is a warm metallic brown, and using a small detailer brush, I'm running that close to the eyelashes all the way across and blending it upwards into that Indian Wood that we've got. And this is just going to create a darker colour towards the lash line, making it look a tiny bit more smoky. Julia's eyes are green, although they do look a bit more hazily on camera, but in real life they're actually quite green. So using these kind of bronzy, warm, orangey tones are going to really enhance the green in her eyes. The eyeliner I'm going to use is by MAC. This is their Eye Kohl in the shade Teddy, which is an intense bronze colour, and we're taking this along the waterline and we're also going to use it to tightline. I love this pencil because it has tiny shimmery particles to it, and as you can see it's running quite low. I need to get another one. Now I'm going back in with my small brush and a small amount of Constructivist and applying that close to the bottom lashes. This is just mimicking that top lid and creating a bit more of a smoke. Then I'm going in with an eyelash curler to give a little bit of lift to Julia's natural lashes. The mascara I'm going to use is the Wonder Luxe Volume Mascara by Rimmel. We're not going to be applying any falsies, so we're going to apply 2 layers of mascara. My preference is to use an eyelash comb when I'm applying it to clients because I can get really close to the root of the lashes and I'm less likely to get it on the actual eyeshadow itself. Next I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Using a fluffy brush, I'm buffing this bronzer over the seams of the eyeshadow, and this is creating some more warmth, and it's just going to tie the eyes in a little bit more with that bronzy feel we've got going onto the face. I'm also taking that underneath the lower lashes, just on the outer third of the eye. I'm then taking some of that bronzer onto the cheekbones ever so slightly to add some more warmth. This will also help to set that cream bronzer in place and make sure it doesn't move throughout the day. If you have dry skin, you don't necessarily have to powder your skin because sometimes that can make it look a little bit more dry. But if you find you get a little bit of shine through the centre of your face, you can pop some powder on. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. To finish the eyes, I'm layering a little bit of mascara on those bottom lashes. If you are a glow baby and you want a little bit more to the tops of your cheekbones, you can layer over your makeup with a little bit of powder highlight. The one I'm using is the Champagne Pop by BECCA Cosmetics. I've chosen Champagne Pop specifically because it has a goldy finish to it, which will go beautifully with that bronzy gold colours that we've got going on the face. For the lips, I'm going back in with the same product I used on the cheeks, which was by Nude Sticks. Having the same colour on the lips as the cheeks really ties the look together. This has a really subtle peachy tone to it, which again is what we've got on the cheeks and really ties in well with those browns and bronzy tones on the skin. And that completes the look. What do you guys think? Julia absolutely adored it. It's just glam enough without being over the top, which I think is really refreshing, especially for this time of year. And particularly if you're sick of seeing a lot of the over the top Instagram makeup looks. Again, if you want to see us doing the talk through and the chit chat, then head on over to the Superfox channel. That will be up very soon. You can find all the products used in the description bar. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and you can follow me outside of YouTube by my social handles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!